Yeah, he say that now. All right. Yeah. All right. Hey, yo, what's up, Investor Z? Hopefully this oh shit, that's gold. Oh. That's gold. Uh Red Kit, it tapped into it hasn't taken out that major low. It bounced that support. It bounced that support right here. I mean, I'm not gonna draw it all the way there, but there's support right here. There's that order block right there. You got your range, and this is where price broke out, and so it bounced somewhere in this order block where it bounced at 190, 197. Yeah, so yeah, it bounced right there. Literally, it bounced at 197. So I guess it missed this range, unless I'm drawing it wrong. Unless this is the range right here. Maybe I'm drawing it wrong. I don't know. No, I shouldn't be drawing it wrong. No. Well, that's the order block right there. Something like that. But I mean, if I'm gonna be realistic, I mean, this is right here. That's how it's supposed to be, but I guess it missed it. It bounced at 197, so you know how the freaking Nasdaq does, man. You said it bounced without a pullback? Well, that was the pullback. We really actually let me look at the 5-minute. Maybe look on the 15-minute. Yes, I mean, well, I guess when you got on the 15-minute, you got a range on the 15-minute right there. Wow, okay, so there it is right there. There you go. That was the pullback, because remember, we got the breakout. It took out that high. So we got to respect the bulls until that low right there gets broken. And whenever the bears break down that underneath that low, and then we can short that pullback, because even if the market does break that low, they're going to buy it back up, and then we can sell on the pullback for the continuation move down. But shit, I called out what? So I caught that I caught the bounce at I caught oh shit, man. You know what, Red Kid? I will say that the NQ's a bitch though. She's definitely a bitch. So remember when I was like it might bounce closer to like 300, 295, 300. It gets to what, like it gets to 295. It bounces, and so I text Smith and say, yeah, I'm about to hold this shit all day, baby. I'm about to hold it until the end of the session, baby. And then this shit crashes down and stops me out, dude. And I was heavy. And I hit the loss limit in my Top Step account after being up in that shit, man. After being up, man. After being up. I was like, yeah, baby, we in this shit, baby. We about to hold this shit till close. This thing goes up about 100 damn points, and I'm like, yeah. I had to send that screenshot, and then it comes all the way back down and stops me out. I ain't take no profits. I ain't take no damn profits. And I was like, man, god damn. So I hit definitely loss limit after being up about 2 or 3K. Freaking Nasdaq, man. I guess that was my welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah, you think you up 100 points and think you're about to hold this shit to the end of the session. But welcome back. Yeah, dude. Well, I ain't forget to tell. I was gonna hold that shit until the end of the session. I thought we was gonna at least get back up to Actually, I made a mistake. Hold on. Yeah, I was looking at this wrong. I got in right here. Because it was after the stream. Yeah, so I got in at like 305 right here. This is where I got in at. I apologize. I didn't get in right here. I got in right here. Or actually, yeah, we did get in. Yeah, okay. We got in this during the stream. We got the bottom of this move during the stream, but when I was talking to Smith, this is where I got in. And then I thought that the market was going to go and trade higher here. And then it crashes all the way down. And I'm like, yo. And then I took an angry trade. I went long, even though I was like, yo, this shit's going short. I'm just gonna go long because I'm pissed off, and of course it lost. I mean, it was winning for a second, but then obviously the market, continued to crash down. So yeah, what's up, Tony? Dude, man, y'all guys know me by now. If it don't hit the target, shit, I'm not moving nothing. I'll accept the loss. I'll accept the loss. I mean, if this is the game we're playing. I know that this game results in a payout. I get it. But I'm not moving my stop to break even. Because like I said, I don't want to feel regret. I mean, obviously, I'm going to be pissed if price comes all the way back to my break even. But if it comes back to my break even and stops me out and then runs back up, like how the Nasdaq will come back to like your break even and then run up like 50 points, and then you got to make those tough decisions in the moment, like, damn, should I chase it or should I wait patiently? You already know what you're going to do in the moment. You already know it. I've had that happen to me so often that it's just easier just to be mad about having price come back to my break even versus trying to be responsible, have it stop out, and then trying to find a re-entry. It's just easier. It's just easier to be mad about the break even. That's it. It's just easier. And then shit, if it comes all the way back down, we can't close the trade. We can't close it. We can't do that. It might come back. It might push back up and hit the target. You just never know. I just don't want to feel regret. It's easier to be mad about getting stopped out than having that to deal with regret. Because for me personally, when I feel regret, low key, I'm thinking about getting my revenge. Like, how dare the market stop me out? Kind of like with that silver trade earlier today on silver. Oh shit. Damn, I could have took that trade again. So I took that trade on gold. Actually, I took the entry on gold at 54.9, and I got my target hit, but it looks like gold hit that level about 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It bounced from 54.9 5 times. So that must be a significant level. We might see a breakout here. we might see a breakout on gold. And if we see a breakout on gold, then I don't mind trading the pullback. I don't mind trading the pullback. Because, I mean, we're still kind of in that old trading range, though. I mean, we're in a trading range inside of a trading range. I mean, I guess I mean, technically, we did break out of it. Technically. Well, actually, no, we didn't. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. Yesterday's trading range, we're still kind of in yesterday's trading range. So... yeah, so yeah, we're still inside yesterday's trading range. We didn't even break out of yesterday's trading range at all. So so we actually might see the market reject on gold probably in a few minutes here. You know what? We might actually see a rejection here. Because it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. The job wasn't finished. And at the same time, I wasn't really watching it either. So I wasn't watching it. Like I told Smith, I was gonna hold that shit until the end of the session. Because I thought that I thought we was going to so I can't trade I guess I can't trade gold in my combine then. Hold on, guys. Man. Daughter's just screaming her freaking head off right now. Hold on, is gold blocked on this? Hold on. Hold on, did they block gold? Hold on, let me make sure. They blocked gold on this? Oh, hell nah. Yo, the futures desk did it too? Yo, they blocked gold. Symbol is blocked. Oh, no. Well, I guess because they are using Top Step, aren't they? Oh, no, that's not fair. No. No, that's not fair. No, that's not fair. No. No. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, damn. Ah, man. Damn. Hold on, guys. You say you tried silver on Lucid tonight? Yeah, like, dude, that was that's kind of weird. I mean, I guess let's try micro. I'm pretty sure micro gold probably works, but no, micro gold is a waste of my time. Okay, so like I guess the micros work, but that's just a waste of my time. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Yo, congratulations on that greenery. Congratulations. Are you gonna? Well, shit. Well, I told Alfred the same thing. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what I told Alfred and everybody else. Yeah, you can activate it after you pass it, but I would definitely wait on it. Unless I would definitely wait on it. I wouldn't activate it now. I think the earliest that you should activate it is probably tomorrow morning after a good night's sleep. Because right now you got a bunch of feel good chemicals, euphoria, and I mean that's the trap. I mean these prop firms are not our friends. They know exactly what emotions that we go through, and after you pass the account, they know that you're super excited, you're ready to go, and feel good emotions cloud judgment. So I would highly recommend just waiting until tomorrow to activate your account. But I mean, it's your account. You can do what you want. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the best course of action to take. Yeah, I don't care if I pass it. I'm not going to activate it on the same day after passing it because I do that. So what I've noticed, something that I do is once I have a big winning trade and I want to feel uh, I mean, let me really dissect that because it feels good to be in a trade. It feels good to be in a trade. Win or lose, it feels good to be in a trade. So what I find myself doing is after I get my target hit or I get stopped out of a position, um, I just want to feel that feeling that I had when I was in a trade again. That's what I want to feel. So I try looking for another setup or I make up a setup in my head just so I can have an excuse to get back in a trade. Offer says that you pass and then want to jump back in and trade. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, man. Like I said, these firms are not our friends. They are not our friends. Hmm. Yeah. Well, I mean, as long as I could trade micro silver, then I guess I'm fine. I don't know. I don't know about gold, man. Like I said, it's just a dilemma. I mean, we got the breakout on silver. So we got the breakout on silver. So I can kind of look for something on silver. So we got the breakout on silver. Let's see. Yeah, I do. Um, if it all goes well, actually, I'll get in. If we get a decent pullback here, I'll trade at the top of that range at probably at 460, 81 460 if we can get it. If we can get it, I'll trade there. But if it continues to trade higher, then well, I mean, shit. That's exactly what would happen. But I think I'll stick with trader. I think I'll stick with silver, man. I think I'll stick with her. I mean, I really don't need a big move to make money with silver. You really don't. You really don't need a big move to make money with silver. Okay. I mean, that kind of sucks though. I mean, all I need is 70. Well, all I need is 72 ticks on 2 contracts. So as long as I can get that, then I'm not tripping or nothing. All right. So I mean, let's see if we can get like a retest right here and get somewhat of a sell off. But technically I will be kind of trading against this momentum. Price is coming off of an order block. So what I'm betting on is for, and it's stupid because this is the Nasdaq, but I'm betting on the bears to come back and to step back in right here for, a rejection, which honestly is probably highly unlikely, honestly, to be completely honest. Yeah, it's probably highly unlikely. But I got to follow my rules here. I have to take the trade regardless if I like it or not. Yeah, what's up, K-Trader? You said because he 83.5? Yeah. Yo, Cave Trader has been wanting the market to crash for so long. But yeah, so Cave Trader, the market bounced at this order block right here. You can see this range, and you can see where a price broke out to the upside, and this was just a breakout pullback. It literally touched the 50% of this order block, and then we bounced. And price still hasn't taken out that major low right here at 166. So there's a major low at 166 that price has to take out before the bears can start really doing some damage. And we still got the major high right here where you can see that the bears or the bulls tried to break out above this major high, but they were unsuccessful. So so this is our current trading range right here. It's our current trading range. Yeah, you can see like, did we talk about this morning? Yeah, you can see that. Yeah. Oh yeah, I think we talked about this. About the yeah, we talked about this. About the market bouncing at the 50%, swiping liquidity underneath that 50%, and then bouncing back up, breaking below it, but the bears weren't able to hold it. So. But I guess we'll see. No, I'm not short yet, but I'm definitely going to short when it gets up into this area. I have to take the trade. I got to follow my rules. Win or lose, I got to follow the rules. But the trader shop, what I was saying was right now the Nasdaq is in this trading range right here. And We talked about it this morning, but what I was looking at was I measured the whole range. This was the whole range, and you can see that the market actually bounced at the 50%. And that's something that I've noticed about the Nasdaq, is that the Nasdaq really loves that 50%. It really does. It will bounce at the 50% of ranges, order blocks. It bounced at the 50% of the orb. So basically, if you can find a range, trading the 50% of that range is usually a good bet. And the Nasdaq is the only instrument that I've seen that really reacts at the 50%. Or I guess let me phrase it like this. I've seen other instruments react at the 50%, but because the Nasdaq moves so much, the 50% is still a good trade, even though eventually it's going to dig deeper into support, which will also be a good trade. But that 50% is usually a good trade. It's usually a great trade. And I've only seen it on the Nasdaq. The 50% of silver is hit or miss. It's better to go for deeper support or resistance and kind of ignore and see how it reacts at the 50%. Sometimes it'll react at the 50%, but if you take that trade 10 times, you'll probably win about 2 or 3. Or I guess it really depends on where you're trying to go. It really depends. Because I'm looking for 72 ticks, it usually doesn't get 72 ticks. It usually kind of bounces up, retests an area like this, and then it'll drop further on silver. And the same thing happens with gold as well. Sometimes it'll bounce on gold, but more often gold is usually trying to touch that 618. Gold loves that 618. The 618 and deeper. So I don't even have the 50% on my fib levels when I'm measuring gold. I take it off because it's a distraction. I've already determined that it's just not worth trading at the 50% unless you're scalping. Because I don't scalp, I don't value the 50% on gold. 618 or lower on gold is the sweet spot. Same thing with silver, but the Nasdaq loves that 50%. Loves it. Yeah. Yeah, dude, that was just the Nasdaq being nice to me. I mean, I've put in so much work with Nasdaq. That's why I was telling you guys before I took that trade. One of my rules with Nasdaq is that a lot of my entries are going to be that 5 3/4. So I kind of do the same thing with the ES, the 5 3/4. When I'm shorting, I like to kind of be 5 1/4. But when I'm putting a limit to go long, I do 5 3/4. Because over time, I've noticed that the market just loves that 5. Well, I mean, I guess it makes sense. If the Nasdaq loves 50%, the 5 3/4 is usually where it's going to go, right? So that's usually where I place my limit. And sure enough, the Nasdaq filled my limit to the tick, 55 or 5.7, and then it bounces. So, food for thought. If you want better entries, look for those 5 3/4 in the Nasdaq. For the most part. Like right here, the low of that was 98.25. The low of that. The high of this was 7 3/4. Yeah, 12 3/4. We do got what is it, non-farm payroll tomorrow. We do have non-farm payroll, so the market can literally do anything. And I think the way that kind of just like what Alfred said, it looks like the metals are super slow. They're super slow right now. I think the only options right now is the Nasdaq. When New York opens, all we trade is Nasdaq. Okay. So food for thought, guys. Yeah, we've definitely made a lot. Well, shit. We definitely made a lot of money on the Nasdaq so far. Another thing that I wanted to talk about was, I guess trading metals has kind of prepared me for the Nasdaq, because I see this happen all the time on the metals that I don't even fall for it. And I just had a feeling that the Nasdaq was going to do the same thing. We talked about when the Nasdaq broke to the upside, it broke structure to the upside. And I was saying that just kind of wait for the pullback, because it's highly unlikely for it to continue the way that it broke out. And sure enough, it pulls right back, and look where it pulls back into. Yeah, this is where I went long. And then the market comes right back and stops me out. This is where I went long, right there. And then it pushes higher, and I'm thinking, yeah, baby, we about to go. We about to go. I'm just gonna leave I threw my target up here, and I was like, I'm just gonna check on it periodically. And I was talking all kind of shit to Smith. I was like, yeah, baby, we about to hold, baby. And then I come back to my charts, and so I got stopped. Freaking Nasdaq, man. Freaking Nasdaq. Freaking Nasdaq. But I mean, I guess in hindsight, I guess it did trade into, I guess, that prior resistance, unmitigated support supply right here. I guess it did do that. I just wasn't expecting it to actually hold. I wasn't expecting the bears to actually do all this. But he said Dow is at all-time highs. Shit, Dow has been at all-time highs for a very long time. Or not a long time, but I think since this beginning of the week, right? Yeah, I think we talked about the Dow yesterday, right? Yeah, so the Dow hit all-time highs yesterday. It's crazy. We live in a world where the Dow is the market leader. That's the world we live in right now. The Dow is the market leader right now. It's leading the charge, and it's making new all-time highs with every session. So this was yesterday's session, and it looks like they're trying to take out that high for this session. So we'll see what happens. See what happens with non-farm payroll. And speaking of YM and all the industrial stocks that it holds, I was talking to one of the senior managers where I work, and it's very interesting. If you can get somebody to talk about something that they're interested in, we can have a conversation as if we're close friends, because they're just so passionate about what they're talking about. But I was kind of having the same conversation that I had with you guys last night about AI, and how AI could, or it's not could, it's actually when AI will be rolled out to start to replace the professionals with the high salaries, so businesses can reduce costs, because That's what the expectation was for AI, to reduce the need for professional humans. What employers, what businesses want is for AI to be able to perform the same task for obviously a lower running cost, obviously. I shared this video that I saw about the doctor and how the AI tool is basically doing his job. Basically did his job. Now, obviously, there still needs to be human discernment, obviously, because computers are logical. They can't make those emotional decisions. Kind of like with that, what was that incident about the guy shooting the CEO of one of the insurance companies and stuff like that? I mean, that is a good example of when computers are making decisions and they're not looking at the emotional factor of it. They were auto denying people. Like if it checked a box, it was deny, 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 and people were getting automatically denied on their coverage, and that's just how cold. Well, I'm speaking as if they have an option. It's just pure logic. It's either a yes or a no. It's binary. And obviously the people that's going to get these denials, obviously they're going to be emotional about it. And that's a good example of what AI is incapable of doing. So the doctor is not necessarily going to be replaced, but a business doesn't have to pay him for all of his expertise. If let's just say, just for simplicity's sake, that a doctor specializes in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, just for simplicity's sake. If a business can have a AI tool or an AI assistant or an AI employee, whichever term people want to use, if it can specialize in 3 out of the 5, all the business now has to do is like, well, shit, I don't need you for 1, 2, 4, or 1, 3, 4, or 5. All I need you for is 1 and 3, and that's how much I'm willing to pay you for. You can take it or leave it. But anyway, so yeah, we was having a conversation about that because he was actually doing like a research paper about the same situation where AI can't do our job. We still need humans to perform our task. And he did a research paper, and he's going to present it to the top brass. And I was I was someone that had contributed to that paper, so that's why we was talking about it. And he was also talking about how I think in Baltimore, someone got a bag of Doritos got mistaken for a gun, and so a student was arrested. And I was like, that's very dangerous. That's very dangerous because we all know that nowadays, school. I think it was a student. School shootings are on high alert, or they're very they're taken very seriously. So he could have been engaged. Actually, it doesn't really show how they engaged him, but that kid could have lost his life for no reason, just because an AI tool assumed that a quote unquote bag of Doritos was a gun. Now, I don't understand why an AI tool would think that a bag of Doritos is a gun, but that's a very dangerous situation. And because it's in Baltimore, I think we all know what ethnicity he's likely to be. So he's actually lucky to even have his life. He's lucky to still have his life, to be able to complain about it At least he can get like a lawsuit from it, or if somebody's smart. And I'm pretty sure they'll settle though. But hey, yo, what's up, Market Edge? Long time no see, man. What's up? Yep, that's exactly right. And we don't necessarily need it, we don't need the tool to consider everybody's feelings, but it needs to show some form of empathy. It needs to understand certain situations and the decisions that it makes. It's kind of like it needs to be able to pick its battles. When it's making its decisions. There needs to be some if-ands, some if-then statements in there, a lot of them. And I think that was a running joke for early AI tools were if-then statements, a whole bunch of them. If this, then that. If that, then this. But it needs to understand context too. You said another reason why Doritos are bad for you. I mean, shit. At this point, yo, I think we spoke about this in a previous stream, but I seen this video where I guess these companies are they're using tactics like where they pre-digest the food and then they re-harden the food. So when you eat it, your body never sends that signal to the brain that you're full. You're just constantly eating it. And now I have to rewatch that video so I can, for clarification, but for the most part, they use a process where it's called like ultra processing. Let's ask the AI tool and see if it's going to actually get it right. Where they they break down the food, they re-harden it into a shape, and then when you eat it, it never sends the signal to the brain that you're full. And then obviously on top of all of that, I mean, I know nobody doesn't really consider this. I mean, it's in all of our foods. And we're talking about natural, what they call natural flavoring and stuff like that. But do you ever think about the fact that no matter where you buy a bag of Doritos, they all taste the same? Does that ever cross anybody's mind? If you make your food at home, I mean, yes, you'll have like a baseline of what it could taste like, but no matter, I mean, shit, I make the same thing every day, and it tastes based on how I cook it. But no matter where you go in the world, or not in the world, but no matter where you go, all of our foods taste exactly the same. All the processed food tastes exactly the same. So let me ask this. So what is ultra processed food? Isn't that interesting? It says ultra processed foods are industrial made with many added ingredients and very little whole food left in their original form. So it's not even food anymore. It's designed to be cheap, long lasting, and highly addictive engineered for taste, texture, and craving. Hey, what's up, Ahmad? Mm. Okay. Well, yeah, maybe one day I'll actually let me see if I can find it. I mean, well, it's not even that. It's not that important. Shit, you know that the market is moving slow if we're talking about food. But, mm, okay. Well, all right. So let's see. I mean, if we can get this, I mean, it's highly unlikely for this to pull back here. But honestly, I would prefer just to continue to trade with the trend of the market here. You said that they increased the margins overnight. Honestly, I'm not surprised by that. I'm not surprised by that. It seems like the CME just says, yeah, we're tired of this. We're tired of all the volatility. We're just going to increase the margins so nobody can trade to better control it. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. I mean, the market is not for the market is not for us. We're supposed to be the liquidity for the people that it was designed for. That's all. That's why they allow us to play the game. And when they raise margin requirements, it's just a it just shows the reality of that. It's like, oh my God, retail is winning. We can't have that. Retail is winning and the big banks are losing. We can't have that. Let's raise the margin requirements to force liquidate as much people as possible out of the move. Same thing happened with AMC, GME, silver, gold. Retail is not supposed to win. You're just supposed to be liquidity, and you're supposed to like it too. You're supposed to like it. Okay. Yeah, actually, Alfred actually sent that to me. Let me show that. And what's his name? But talking about, yeah, this is going to be exciting for futures. Yeah, right. It's going to be exciting until until some people make a lot of money on. Oh shit! Until somebody make a lot of money on it. And then it ain't gonna be exciting no more. You're gonna put restrictions on it. Stocks and futures together. So how are they gonna do this though? I wonder how they're going to. I wonder how they're gonna. I wonder how they're gonna do this, because what would that mean for the Nasdaq? What would that mean for the Nasdaq? All right, so ready for the game changer. Equities trading starting this summer. Trade 50 plus of the top U.S. companies from the S&P, NAS 100, and the Russell 1000 with the flexibility and efficiency of financially settled futures. So I guess this is for people that don't care about owning the stock. They just want the money. So if these are cash settled futures, and then that means that these contracts don't have to deliver shares. And because that's what I would think. I mean, what else would be delivered except shares? So I guess these will be cash settled. It says so future. Yeah, okay. So yeah, being right overnight. So you can kind of trade overnight with your stocks. I would assume so. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. That is definitely a possibility. That would mean a lot of people, I mean, instead of trading the Nasdaq, you can just trade your favorite tech stock. We all know that Tesla will probably be the main one everybody trades. Tesla, Nvidia will probably be the big two. I can't really think of any other tech stock that anybody would trade. I mean, I think people would just probably still trade Microsoft. A lot of professionals that I read about online when they make comments is that a lot of people like to write options on Microsoft because it doesn't move. So they like to write options and make easy, quote unquote, easy money on Microsoft because it don't move. That's a popular strategy. So I wonder if they're going to, well, you really can't write contracts with futures. Yeah, I guess you could, but it'll be highly. Yeah, I mean, shit. I mean, we've gotten to the point now where reality doesn't matter anymore. COVID was really the reset of, like, dude, COVID was not only, I mean, it really reset reality. I mean, ever since COVID, the markets have literally divorced itself from reality. Stocks doesn't move based on the performance of the company anymore. I mean, it's kind of, I would say it's a waste of time looking at a company's balance sheet because it's going to move. I mean, obviously, I mean, like companies in the Russell or, the small cap stocks. I mean, obviously, they're still bound to reality. We're talking about the big boys, like these tech companies, the ones that everybody loves to trade. I mean, the only time where those smaller companies see like massive movements is if they become a meme stock. So that's the only time where they get divorced from reality. But other than that, the markets just move regardless of what happens. I mean, if they have bad earnings, the market will react and then they'll get over it. And then it's like, oh, the market dropped. It's a buying opportunity. Let's buy some more. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I mean, that's the whole name of the game. We're supposed to be liquidity. That's it. You're not supposed to win. You're not supposed to win. You're supposed to just be liquidity and be happy. Yeah, dude, that's definitely true, Investor Z. I guess when all the euphoria is gone, it's like, oh my god, this company sucks. Let me hurry the hell up and be the first one to sell out of this. And all it takes is for one institution to sell out of a large position of a company, and then people just follow suit. And the trader shop, I mean, I guess they call him a king for a reason, I guess. I mean, it's kind of hard to hmm. um, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I try to look at things from an unbiased standpoint. As I've said before, I don't affiliate myself in politics in any way or form. Two wings, one bird, one agenda, two different strategies to achieve that agenda. That's all politics is. That's it. They just use different strategies to achieve one goal. The Democrats like to use I'm not going to get into that. But um if I was in Trump's shoes, I would want full control like that too. Uh I like to be in control of my own success. If I have to work with somebody and they're moving against what I want, because you got to think about it from you got to think about this at a high level. When you become responsible, and regardless if we like it or not, Trump is responsible for the well-being of the United States because basically, he's the president. He's the CEO of the business, the corporation called the United States. He's the CEO, the current CEO right now. If something goes wrong, they're not going to blame Powell. They're not going to blame Congress. They're not going to blame the vice president. They're going to blame Trump for anything that happens. In the history books, it's going to be Trump's fault. Now, outside looking in, if you don't like him, well, you say, yeah, we need that separation of power. We need it. And I mean, I guess that is true because there'll be a dictatorship if it isn't. I mean, I can understand that. But when all the responsibility falls on you and you want to do the best job, you have to have people that's willing to work with you and understand your goal and your vision. And I can understand that. I would do the same thing too. Powell would have to go. He would have to go. I mean, he's in the way. He is in the way right now. So he would have to go. But I would just want the best people for the job. Obviously, I'm going to lay out my vision, my plan for the business, and I want to put people in place that help me achieve that goal. I don't care about what people think about it. I mean, from what I've seen personally with my own eyes is that people don't care. I think a great example of what they call Trump derangement syndrome is, remember when he said that Tylenol causes like whatever it caused or whatever, and Tylenol had like this big thing, or people had this big thing about Tylenol, and in protest, a bunch of people were taking Tylenol in protest and ended up in the hospital because it was foolish. I mean, that right there just kind of just shows me that people just don't care. I mean, as long as if they don't like you, and even if you're saying it's true and proven, because from how I understand it, Trump or any of his team didn't even conduct this test. He was just reported on it. It wasn't even done by him or anybody on his team or his administration. It was a research paper that was just brought up, and it was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just take Tylenol, and well, a lot of people found out the hard way that you're not supposed to do that. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, when I see stuff like that, it's like, okay, is this no matter what he does, people are gonna find something to not like about it? And if you're put in a situation where no matter what you're gonna do, you'll be a villain, well, shit, I'm gonna be a villain then. Fuck it. The people that's gonna rock with me is gonna rock with me, and the people that don't, fuck them. Fuck them. And that's just how that shit's gonna be. Yeah, I saw that comment. Honestly, I really don't know the context about that. I don't know why he would say that. If he did say that, that was absolutely foolish. I mean, well, I guess technically, if you drink bleach, you don't ever have to worry about COVID or anything ever again. If you drink bleach, you don't have to worry about COVID. So I guess technically it's true. You don't have to worry about anything ever again. That's hilarious. Let me see, like, dude, because I've seen a lot of stuff where people just take what he says out of context. Let me see. Let me look this up. So according to the AI tool, I guess that really does, you really have to be careful about what you say. You really have to be careful, especially when you have people that look up to you and will follow you. So supposedly, according to this AI tool, Trump did not explicitly tell people to drink or inject bleach to cure COVID-19, but he suggested investigating whether disinfectants could be used inside the body, including by injection to treat the virus. That's what the AI tool is saying that he said. Trump's comments were widely interpreted as endorsing dangerous ideas, though he claimed he was speaking hypothetically and asking questions. Medical experts immediately condemned the remarks, warning that ingesting or injecting bleach is toxic and potentially fatal. I mean, honestly, bleach has been around forever. If you clean your house, the fumes can kill you. If you're in an enclosed space and you're cleaning with nothing but bleach, and if you're exposed to that over time, that should kill you. I mean, that bleach in the human body, that's nothing new. That should be common sense, but okay. I mean, that should be common sense. I mean, I think that's common sense, but I've come to find that a lot of people doesn't have it. So yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, I can't. I come from a time, so I remember when everybody had common sense. I'm old enough to know that well, I'm old enough to know that when you became an adult, or when there were adults in the room, you can trust that they had some common sense. I mean, nowadays everybody is mentally retarded, but adults were adults. As a kid, you could be safe around adults when I was coming up. But now it's like, nah. I mean, some of these kids have better sense than these adults nowadays. You see all the videos where the kids are telling their adult, like their parents or other adults, what they're doing is morally or ethically wrong, or saying you're lying, you're not telling the truth. And yeah, I mean, we live in a time now where kids have better common sense than adults. Adults are in a fairy tale delusional la la land because it's easier. It's easier to face reality in delusion. So I mean, yeah, yeah, dude, no way. You talk about your older, really? No way, really, Alfred? That's interesting. Th- Really? That is interesting. Yeah, yeah. I can understand kids. Hold on, really? Huh. I wonder what possessed kids to do that. I mean, I understand. Well, I guess the kids were eating Tide Pods, so I mean, that's interesting. That's interesting. And I don't think Top Step has lifted the ban on metals. Honestly, I wasn't able. So this is my combine. So I know that in the XFAs, I wasn't able to open up like a silver contract or anything. But this is Top Step, and I'm not able to open up anything on gold or micro gold or anything else, even in an eval. Even in my eval, I can't open up a. Well, I guess I can open it up on MGC, but let me see how many contracts I can do it. Well, I mean, that's kind of foolish. Yeah, so I guess I can only open up, I think, was it 5 or 6 or something? Yeah, I can open up like 5 or 6. But for whatever reason, let me see if it works now. Let me see, because earlier today I was trying to trade on silver, and it didn't let me do it. Yeah, so they blocked micro silver for whatever reason. So I can't place a trade on micro silver. So I guess silver might be completely blocked on Top Step, because there's no reason why my 50K account shouldn't be able to trade silver. My 150K. So they might have just blocked silver altogether. Yeah, I mean, yeah, unfortunately, some kid, like, dude, it's easy to overlook that when you're not a parent, but uh, I would hate, like, that would be a situation that I wouldn't even want that on my worst enemy. That is a lot of pain, constant pain. That is constant pain. I mean, it's just outliving your children, and then having your children go because of a stupid challenge. I saw this video of this guy talking about that. Something on Roblox or TikTok or something like that, and the child, I mean, the good thing that the father noticed, and I do the same thing, because if the only time my daughter is quiet is if she's in trouble or if she's not feeling good. But I guess I'm so used to her being annoying and loud and running around when she's not doing that. I already know that something's wrong. And this father noticed the same thing with his son. He was too quiet. He goes and check on his son, and I guess if he disregarded his son not making any noise or something like that, his son would have been gone, because I guess he choked himself or something crazy doing a stupid challenge on social media. And as a father myself, I was very empathetic to the story. I can imagine myself, our kids just doing stupid shit. You already know that kids like to stress test themselves and do stupid shit that it can possibly end their lives. So I got to make sure that I got to stay on top of that and educate my kids on these trends and how dangerous they are. No matter if your friends are doing it, it's like what if your friends chop off a bridge, would you do it? And when I was coming up, everybody would say no, we're not jumping off of a bridge. But now you put a camera in front of the person and it's like, okay, yeah, let's jump off a bridge. 9 times out of 10 they'll do it just to go viral. I mean, it's just the reality. It's just our current reality. Yeah. I mean, that's like the only thing that we did, like the rock bottoms. I mean, should God forbid anybody got tombstoned or DDT through a damn table. But other than that, yeah. Yeah. So we just got to educate our kids on on these stupid trends, man, and how dangerous they are, because you really don't think about it. You don't think that. Well, I mean, it is kind of common sense. I mean, cinnamon is a spice. I mean, it's going to absorb all the water in your in your throat, in your mouth. It's going to absorb all of that. You're going to choke on it. I mean, it's common sense. I feel like stuff like that is common sense. It's just so hard to believe that kids kind of do things like that without thinking about it. Well, I guess it's not hard to believe. It's just hard to accept, I guess. Yeah, that's why I plan to homeschool all my kids. I'll let my kids go to school. Probably like what? Maybe middle school, high school. But I mean, nowadays schools they don't teach our kids nothing. So I'm gonna homeschool all my kids. Or my 2 daughters. Homeschool. Daddy University, baby. Daddy University. I had to look into doing that. What? Well, I mean, ain't nobody gonna tell me what I can do with my damn kids. I have to take them to school. I have to look into that, because school nowadays are just. I mean, not only do they don't teach your kids nothing, they just push them through. No kids left behind. Just push them through, even if they're mentally retarded. It was like, oh yeah, we'll just pass you on to the next grade. Charm school. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, and cinnamon's the spice. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, dude, these schools now. I mean, these teachers. I don't want to be a teacher, man. I mean, these kids nowadays, not only are they mentally retarded, but for whatever reason, they feel like they feel that they can just do what they want. I mean, obviously, when we was coming up, you disrespected a teacher. You just know that shit wasn't gonna fly. Nowadays, these kids will fight teachers, cuss at them, yell at them, disrupt the class. Nobody can control me. I would hate to be an in-school teacher. I would hate that. These teachers don't get paid enough for what they gotta do. They gotta deal with other people's bad kids. Then the parents don't discipline the kids. The parents do not discipline the kids. Okay, well, Well, I mean, if I don't get this thing filled in the next 12 minutes, I'll pull the order. I'm not gonna sit there. I mean, if it gets filled, I'll let it ride. But if it doesn't get filled, then I'm gonna pull the order and we'll just come back. Come back tomorrow. We'll find something. I mean, as we always do. And look at that breakout on silver. That silver breakout. Mm. Okay. Well. Mm, mm, mm. Hmm. Gold is at that area for sure, but I'm not gonna short it. I'm not shorting it. But we could see a short on gold right here. We could see a short, but I'm not gonna short it. I'm not gonna short it. You caught it today? Yeah, there was a bunch of good trades on silver today that I mean, I made money with silver on stream with you guys earlier today. But then I saw a really good setup actually going into the close of the session that I was like, man, that was a really good breakout pullback setup. So the setup happened, or the trade happened at 11:44, but y'all guys can see it. This is my setup all freaking day. Break a structure to the downside. And trading that pullback into that area right there. That's my trade all day. But I already made money with y'all on stream, so I didn't need this trade. But that was definitely a good setup, but it took, so it breaks structure. So this leg right here, so at 9:21, it breaks structure around 9:40. And so it took about 2 hours for this thing to set up. 2 hours. Shit. Where was the trade that we took on stream today? Because it almost stopped me out, didn't it? It almost stops me out, but then it goes in my direction. Man, that couldn't have been it. I think it was this right here, because yeah, okay, I got in at actually I don't remember. I don't remember where I got in at yesterday. Let me look at my my orders, I guess. All right, so yesterday I got in at 87. So I got filled at 79.40. Hmm. $79. So my entry is at 79. 925. 79, 925. Well, that can't be right. Dude, I don't. That's not right. That's not right. What is it? 79. It was somewhere in here. We took one of these damn trades. I just forgot where it was at. I know it was closer to the end of the stream. I think it was this right here. Yeah, I think it was. Okay, yeah. So it was this area right here. I think I got in at 79, 840. Yeah, okay. Yeah, 79, 840. This is where we got in at. This is where we got in. Or no, I think it was 735. Okay, yeah, it was 735. So 79, 735 is where we got in. It almost stopped me out with this candle right here. It almost stopped me out. I think I was 3 ticks away from getting stopped out right there. And then it goes in my direction. Good thing the market kind of did this right here, because if I got greedy on that short, man, this thing shoots up. So basically we caught the bottom on silver yesterday. We caught the bottom and then it dumps and then it continues to push higher. So we got the bottom yesterday. That's pretty cool. I will say that I do enjoy the fact that silver slowed down a lot. But I mean, if it kind of just speeds up a little bit, you know, just a little bit. You don't need to go back to the craziness that we saw the last couple of months. If you can just kind of trade at the same pace as gold, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. Apparently there was a setup that actually happened at 720 that I did not take. I wasn't even paying attention to this. Let's see. Oh, look at that. When the fuck did that happen? Did I pull that order? Okay. All right. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep my limit sitting right there at 455. Right there at the top of that range. Let's say we get a pullback, and I can get to see a continuation move. I mean, the worst that can happen is that I get stopped out. I lose $270, which is not even bad. I was considering trading gold with this account, but yeah, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I'll just stick with silver. I'll stick with silver. I'll stick with it. So I guess we are getting that drop from gold. If I took that trade, well, all right, well, guess it is what it is, man. I mean, it's not like I could take the trade anyway. They blocked trading gold. They blocked trading it, so. But. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to trade gold. I really don't. I just prefer to trade silver. Oh shit, I think I got filled on my Nasdaq trade. I think I may have gotten filled on my Nasdaq trade, maybe. Oh no, never mind. It's okay. Never mind. All right, I'm gonna pull these orders. I'm definitely not gonna leave anything overnight with the Nasdaq. That's definitely a no-go. Definitely a no-go. Let me make sure I don't have any lingering orders anywhere. Okay. Okay. But all right, guys. I guess we're out of time for this session. Nothing's happening. The markets are chopping around, so we'll just pack it up and come back tomorrow. As a reminder, we do have non-farm payroll being released tomorrow at 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern time. So just be mindful about any positions that you have during that time. So just be mindful of that. But with that said, I do appreciate everybody that joined me tonight. And we'll definitely come back tomorrow morning. And we'll definitely look for more opportunities to earn some more money. With that said, peace out, everybody.